Okay, you ready?
I was born ready, sir.
Coming up on This Is True Really News today.
Really?
What's your first story about, Tone?
It's about stuff.
Wow. Coming up today.
I'm back in Colorado, but my sister-in-law didn't send it to me.
Okay. Coming up today on This Is True Really News. Story from Colorado.
That Michelle didn't send us.
There you go. So please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News because you don't want to miss this kind of stuff. I mean, and we do it regular. You know, Tone says we work 6 days a week, and I'm pretty sure that he's dead wrong. But other than that, he's right.
What do you know? Yeah. I've seen your math skills.
I've seen yours. Senior.
We don't have math skills. And the worst part is I went to a private school and you went to a public school, so nobody's learning nothing.
Yep. Proof. My education has harmed me.
The scary part is somebody that played hockey with my kids when they were just little.
Yep.
Now in high school and before that, he had decided to play in St. Cloud, so he was playing for a cathedral.
Okay.
And the girls all look at me like, cathedral. Fight, fight crusaders, big, brave, and bold. That's all I remember of the song that we sang all the time in school.
You are good.
Nope, I'm not.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, the manatee.
No, humanity.
Oh, I thought that just meant it was.
No, Hugh is not his first name.
I thought it was a color thing. Sorry.
Wow, we are just not right. Fountain, Colorado. Marlise Gross was trapped in her home. Now you might think, well, it's Colorado. Could be a bear. Could be a moose.
Could be a manatee.
Could be an elk. Can't be a manatee. They're in water.
How about Manitou Springs?
Could have been a snowstorm.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. She was trapped in her house by tumbleweeds. Yes, if you've ever listened to Sons of the Pioneers, those tumbleweeds.
The tumbling tumbleweed.
Exactly. They surrounded her house after a windstorm. That's how tumbleweeds move.
Windstorms.
Oh, any sort of breeze, they're off and running. I've seen Westerns. Horrible. Look at that from the deck, Gross told KRDO TV. I opened the front door and it's full of tumbleweeds. When she tried to drive away, she said, I almost ran into the neighbor's fence because I didn't know where I was.
I think they're going to have to start getting like tumbleweed blowers and tumbleweed shovels.
That's a lot. Why am I thinking of Eskimos and snowblowers? I don't know. I didn't know where I was. You know, you feel helpless. I thought it was just a bad dream. I know what we're going to do. How do you get rid of tumbleweeds?
I'd burn them.
Well, you got a Bic? Lighter?
Yeah, right.
Give it a shot.
Send them off to a neighbor you don't like that's downwind.
You might fart at them, yes. You might want to be very careful, though, if you're going to use the tried and true method of flame because, well, they burn.
And they roll.
And they move rather easily with a breeze. And we don't want to be talking about the tumbleweed fire that you started that burned half of the country.
Oh, my. So a teenager who was bullied online for a year was shocked to discover the culprit turned out to be her own mom. Kendra LaCarrie, 42, from Michigan, Colorado, has been charged after allegedly sending hateful and bullying messages under a fake name to teenage students, including her own daughter. It follows a year-long investigation launched by Beale City Public Schools in Michigan, Colorado.
Just so you know, people, they can follow where a computer note comes from.
After LaCarrie's daughter and her boyfriend were subjected to abusive messages. During this time, LaCarrie was working as a basketball coach at her daughter's school.
She was a basketball coach.
Uh-huh. Licari allegedly hid her location using software, had a variety of mobile phone numbers, and even blamed the messages on her daughter's classmates.
Wow, that seems like a lot of work.
Eventually, authorities were able to see her IP address, and please remember that. It turned out it was popping in and out right before and right after the messages were going through. If you're connected to the internet,
Yep.
you have a unique IP address.
Yep.
And they can find you. It
One
might
more
take
time.
some time.
Yep. But they can.
They can.
And believe me, they will.
Police located
Bullying is right up there with murder now and baby rape.
Exactly. Police located Licari using her IP addresses and confirmed there were 349 pages of text and social media abuse allegedly sent by the mom to her teenage daughter.
Why?
We don't know. After being confronted with the evidence of the hateful messages by authorities, Licari admitted sending the abuse. She's not revealed the motive. She faces 5 charges, including stalking a minor and obstruction of justice, which carries a 5-year sentence. Give her all of it. Meantime, you've earned the enmity of your daughter, you idiot.
What?
Well, it's like those moms that impersonate their daughters in high school, right? Go back and pretend it's just crazy.
But in this case, you're heaping the abuse on your own daughter.
Yep. Well, and other people, probably to throw folks off the scent.
It smells no matter how you do it.
Right?
Michael Sherwood and his son Kyle are from Cleveland.
Colorado?
They come. Yes. Michael is 58 and his son Kyle is 58. Of Cleveland, Colorado. Come from a long line of
58-year-olds from Cleveland, Colorado.
Come from a long line of morticians.
Oh boy!
Speaking of which, if you watch Wednesday, the TV show on Netflix,
yep,
Addams Family thing,
yep,
Jenna's spectacular. Jenna Ortega is spectacular.
Okay,
as Wednesday, but Catherine Zeta-Jones,
she's Morticia,
plays
right?
Morticia.
Oh my!
Now, for those of us who are old and watch Carolyn Jones,
yep,
she was the perfect Morticia.
Man, was she good at it.
And had great balance, because when you watch her walk in that weird ass dress they put her in, how she didn't tip over. I'm thinking John Astin halfway every episode was like,
"Whoa, me academy,
academia."
Come to me, Visika.
And of course, what's his duck? Luis. I can't think of his last name now. Was Gomez.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking.
My little death trap when he talked to his daughter. I was charged with attempted murder. Why did you tell me? I was ashamed. I'd failed. Where was I now? Michael, Kyle, Cleveland. A few years back, a friend wondered how he might have his tattoo preserved after he passes away. The two came up with an idea.
Yeah.
Now, if it makes it to Oddity Central, you begin to wonder right away.
I really don't want to know.
So sure you do.
Okay.
You do.
Well, it's true, but I don't.
They figured out a method for removing and preserving tattoos, and then started a business called SaveMyInkForever.com, I'm sure.
Right?
Some of these things really are pieces of art, said Kyle. Not my daughter's broccoli, which looks like a tree, maybe. Sometimes it looks like a woman's bending over. It's just very weird.
Why broccoli?
I have no idea. I understand the Oreo.
I don't.
She has a duck that she says is a loon. And I think she is, but that's a whole other story.
There you go. Yeah.
Michelle, if you blab any of this, so help me. I will hire someone to hunt you down. Where was I? Oh, Save My Ink Forever. Some of these things are pieces of art, said Kyle. Instead of having just the remains or the burial, families have actually a piece of their loved one. Okay, and if you started creepy and go all the way to disturbing, where would that fall in that scale? All the way through. It would just be all of them.
Deeply disturbing.
Exactly. Ugh. Just creeping. It's icky.
Tell me they didn't make a lampshade out of it.
Thanks, Ed Gein. The Sherwood,
Hey, look,
Wisconsin guy. Google it.
there's the belly button.
The Sherwood,
Kind of wrinkled over here. Must be the elbow.
we hope it could have been. The Sherwoods say their technique is proprietary, but it does take 3 or 4 months of work.
While you're alive?
I hope not. Families are left with a parchment piece of art. We are trying to do this in the most dignified manner possible, Kyle said, with a straight face.
There's your fail right there. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Trying to think of something that would be grosser, creepier, more disturbing, more disgusting.
Are they taking like just little layers?
All I could think of is like if you had your grandpa cryogenically frozen and then moved him from Norway to Colorado. That would be creepier.
That would really be.
But
So
that's it.
Let's take a palate cleanser, shall we?
Oh, please.
The Flathead Beacon Police Blotter.
Yeah, baby.
12:25 p.m.
Yes.
Someone called dispatch asking to speak to the president. And really, 911 probably is the number to call.
If you're calling the Pope, just dial 1.
2:20 p.m. A woman called 911 for the 8th time to swear at dispatch.
All right, somebody pissed her off. See,
Well,
the trouble in a small town, if they know who you are,
Oh, they do. I think it's the woman who wanted to speak to the president. And they said, we can't do that for you. 3:06
she's okay with the first 7 times, but that 8th time.
3:06 p.m. A shirtless man was unable to leave his driveway due to the imaginary dog that was trapping him there.
He should have taken off his imaginary shirt, put it over its head.
Well, I think he already tried that, and the dog ate the imaginary shirt. So 3:20 p.m.
Is there like a home or somewhere nearby for the chronically weird?
Well, I'm guessing it was
The mentally disturbed? The
guy on some sort of drug.
Yeah, but it sounds like this every week.
3:20 p.m. 2 corgis were on the loose.
Nothing worse than 2 corgis on the hunt, boy.
Well, if they're feral corgis, they might come out and beg for food. 3:57 p.m. The
And if
victim
you
of
look at them, they'll sit up for it.
the victim of a camping gear theft was fairly certain it was part of a larger conspiracy involving the FBI. I think he's related to the woman who kept calling and asking for the president.
No, wait a minute. No,
And finally,
I'm just trying to picture. Remember the old FBI show back in the day with Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.?
yep.
I'm just trying to see him looking out for camping gear conspiracies.
There's a lot of camping gear moving across the country.
if you watch the FBI thing with Jimmy Stewart, that
Yeah,
doesn't fit in there.
No, it doesn't at all. Finally, a caller wanted access to the Supreme Court.
Yep, J. Edgar, we got Melvin Purvis on the job. Not only did he get Dillinger, but he found out how to put the camping gear conspiracy.
When dispatch was unable to help, they said, I don't like you.
Yeah,
Thereby ruining dispatch's day.
welcome to our lives.
And we're not funny.
No.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.